Good morning. How you all doing? I tell you, it is simply awesome. Things are moving, things are shaking, and hey, we've been just excited about being with you on this third day, leading through uncertainty. And we're gonna just have some Q&A today and learn from one another and go forward. You know, we're in times of uncertainty, and on Wednesday we talked about the topic was responding versus reacting. Then on yesterday, we talked about making decisions under pressure. And those things are very important because we must remember that the average adult have 35,000, they make 35,000 decisions a day. The average young person make 3,000 decisions a day. And so decisions are there. You know, talking about responding and not reacting. You know, we respond to those thoughts. You know, we have 65,000 thoughts that come to our mind a day. 65,000, and most of them, about 95% of those, it's a subconscious level, and that's when it's a subconscious level is a place that we react. And what's going on in our businesses, what's going on in you as an entrepreneur, you as an entrepreneur, you as a CEO, you as a mid-level manager, or whatever you may be. You know, we have to respond in this time and not react. We have to use emotional intelligence. You know, it's not just some buzzword. It is the differentiator. It is what set us apart when we take a breath and assess the situation. Because when we make decisions, okay, we're making a choice. We're making a choice. Decision making is making a choice on the decision, you know, with the information that we have. So we're growing with that. You know, let's keep going forward. Don't you give up. I'm excited about our future. I know a lot of things are going on. COVID-19 have us doing things differently. I've been talking to a bunch of business owners, and you know we do leadership here. We do it around the world with many different organizations, as most of you know. And so you know, I'm talking to them and saying, what's going on with you, and what help do you need? As I lead the company that I'm called to lead, Ability Plus. You know, we have over 600 employees. You know, we're taking care of people that can't fully take care of themselves. We have a lot going on. We have a lot of moving parts, as some of you. So we have to make decisions. So thank you for coming on. Go to our YouTube channel, Doc Rock Leadership, and you'll see many teachings and many empowerment, motivational things there, trainings, and we would love you to go there and subscribe, because it'll help you, okay? And we do this because we want to give back on today. Of course, you all know we do many seminars privately, and you can, if you want to contact us for that, you can. But this ain't about that. It's about how can we help one another, okay? And so I'm excited. So today we're going to take some questions. But before we take questions, remember, let's not forget our formula, because I think this is so, you know, Canfield, I just give him credit. He just did so well with this, in my opinion. You know, environment plus your response to your environment equals the outcome. And so we can't control this, but we can control over here with our response. How are we going to respond? What are we doing to respond? So we got to respond to our environment. Respond to the environment that you that you are in. Okay, so that's very, very important that you respond to the environment, because responding versus reacting, making that decision under pressure, you can do it. Okay, go through those steps we talked about on yesterday. I do encourage you to go back to the YouTube channel, Doc Rock, and you'll see both teachings from Wednesday and from Thursday. And thank many of you for commenting. Some of you who we done business with, you text me and you send emails and all these type things saying how much it helped you. So I just want to thank you. I'm going to send a shout out way in Arizona there to Amanda Godson. She's one of the VPs there in a highly, business that's doing great, and also has another leadership type business that she does that's doing good. So thank you for your support and all that you're doing out there in Arizona. Okay, so we had already, people have sent in questions. We have questions that we have already that we want to try to answer them throughout this process today. So we're going to take a few minutes and we're going to answer some questions. One of my partners, vice president here at Vision Excellence Company, Michael Brazer, Mike B, is going to, as we call him, is going to be asking your questions as you send them on chat. So go ahead and type them in. Let's get ready. I don't know if you got your coffee. I have my coffee today. We're going to be kind of relaxed a little bit so we can get into this and have some fun and help one another as we go forward. So go ahead and Mike, go ahead and ask the first one.
All right, first question. What are you doing to ensure that you continue to grow and develop as a leader?
What I'm doing, okay, to ensure that I'm going to grow as a leader. One thing is I have things I do every day. One thing is in the morning time, I'm going to listen to something positive or I'm going to read something positive. In the morning, your brain is operating at its ultimate speed to learn things, so it's very important. And also, I have a regimen of reading leadership books, seminars, going to various even channels to learn from other people. I do this all the time, and I'm around other leaders that I call eagles that help me to grow. So that's what I do, and I want to encourage everybody to do that because if you don't do it continually, you'll lose it. Use it or lose it. Next question.
Next question. This is in from M. Harris. How do you discern the difference between constructive feedback and destructive feedback?
Wow, M. Harris. I don't know who you are, but I knew a guy named M. Harris. I don't know. It was a friend of mine back in college. I don't know if it's him or not, but constructive feedback. First of all, do the person know you? Do you think they have your best interest? Because if so, it probably going to be constructive. Destructive feedback is something that really causes pain. It causes you to question, which is all right, but it causes you to be mixed back and forth in what you had called to do in the first place. Destructive criticism gets you off your why. If there's anything that someone say to you that gets you from your why you're doing it, then that's destructive because you know the foundation. But make sure that they know you. Make sure they're going forward, and then you can kind of assess whether it's instructive or not.
Next one is, what advice would you give someone going into a leadership position for the first time?
Going into a leadership position for the first time. My advice is that position, do you know what it entails? You may not know everything about it. You may, there may be some blind spots, but do your research. Do your research and then try to read up on it and then find someone else in leadership that's did it or someone in leadership that have had to make decisions and lead in that level at that capacity. That's so important that you do that. And do not go in being the know-it-all. Go in with an open mind. Go in assessing your team and how they can help you to be better to lead them. It's very important.
Next question is, what is the biggest challenge facing leaders today?
Wow. What is the biggest challenge facing leaders today? Now, I don't know who asked that question, but let me say this right here. I think the biggest challenge today is agility. We're in a very agile world. We're in a world that's changing. We're in a world that's moving. We're in a world that things aren't coming. The unexpected is happening, right? So because of that, agility, we have to be agile. And that is a big challenge. I talking to leaders, shifting talent, and even titles are changing because things are moving, and they're moving not just because of COVID-19. They're moving because of the season that we're in and how business is done around the world. We're in a global market now more than ever. So I think the biggest thing is agility.
All right, there's another one in. What is one characteristic that you believe every leader should possess?
Wow, one characteristic that every leader should possess. Here's mine: passion for the job. I believe that you have to have passion because inside passion is purpose. And I believe you have to have passion for the job. If you're going to be a leader, because there's going to be some times of stress, it's going to be some times of when you want to give up. It's going to be some times that you're like, wow, can anybody help me? And that passion will motivate you. It will simply wake you up and get you up to go ahead and face it. Go ahead and face the giant or whatever. Passion is very important. Yeah, I know vision and I know and I know integrity. All those things are great. We need all those. But you can have all those and have no passion because some of those things are a given. You gotta, you're a good leader, you're going to have integrity. You're going to have some compassion on people. I mean, those are given. But a lot of people don't think that the passion, they like, that's too soft. But that is the driver of you personally because you're going to be challenged personally. And that passion is going to be able to help you. Okay.
All right, we're getting a lot of good questions. So what is one behavior or trait that you have seen derail more leaders' careers?
Wow, one behavior or trait that derail leaders. Here, ego. I mean, it push people, it forces them, and derail them from where they need to be. We got to get rid of our egos. I had to get rid of my ego, okay? And also leadership style. Your leadership style has to be match the people you're leading. Now I know they got to follow you, but you got to assess, especially if you come into a new company, into a new position, you got to check out, is your leadership style effective? And that don't mean you change your style, but it does mean that you have to understand situational leadership. Okay, because if you don't understand situational leadership, and if you have a very dictatorship style, then you may push people away versus having a servant leadership style. So those are some things I think that would derail someone.
Very good. We got J.M. Franklin has chimed in and asked, what is your opinion on people going into business who's in their senior years?
Wow. People going into business senior years. I think I think you're never too old to go into business. You got to find some shortcuts. Not that you not going to work hard, but find some things that did not work so you can capitalize on it. Remember, Colonel Sanders was 65 years old when he opened his first Kentucky Fried Chicken franchise. And now, many of you know I've been, 32 countries around the world, and many of those countries have KFC. But he didn't start till he was 65. So if you are a senior in life, then assess and get some help from someone who's been in the business. Look, the new marketing schemes and what's going on with social media. Those things are very important. So, J.M. Franklin, I know somebody. I don't know if that's my mom, but if that's her, that is good for tuning in. That's my mom tuning in and talking about business. So thank you, Mom, for tuning in. And all you who are seniors, hey, go out and do your business. Go out. It's a great opportunity. It's a great time to do business because people, are open. You can be creative. Innovation will happen. So go ahead and do that. She does a lot of sewing in business as well and some things years ago. Okay, all right. Next question.
Okay, we got M. Harris again. He's doing great. M. Harris is doing a great job for us today. If teams are normally built based upon people's strengths, how do you find time to build up their weaknesses?
Wow. So teams are built on strengths. So here's what I always say. I say, you exhort your strengths, you work on your weaknesses. So you build a team on their strengths, but so you really don't have to work on those. I mean, you got to refine them, but not necessarily go to work on them. So have seminars, have things that and one-on-ones that you talk about their weaknesses. It don't have to be something every day, but it does need to be something on a routine basis, maybe 4 times a year or whatever, that you focus on. Hey, we're not good in this area as a company. I'm not good in this area as an individual. And then you work on those. So strengths we exhort, weaknesses we work on, so we rise, okay? Thank you, Harris.
Okay, what are a few resources you would recommend to someone looking to gain insight into becoming a leader or a better leader?
Better resources. Number one is, hey, subscribe to Doc Rock Leadership. Subscribe to Doc Rock Leadership. And we go subscribe there. Our Vision Excellence Company. We have various information there, but not just us. Go out there and talk to people who understand leadership. Okay, that can inspire you to read some books. Patrick Lenciano is one of my favorite authors. He's one of my favorite authors. John Maxwell is a given, okay? I met John Maxwell. We've been on the same stage together there with National Agents Alliance. And John's a great guy and doing great things. So he's a given. And then also Patrick Lenciano. I mean, he talks about teams. He talks about the advantage of having a great team. Talks about being vulnerable, just on and on and on. So find some of those resources, some of those books, and make sure you are steady, going to seminars, doing what you're doing right now today. I'm telling you, even myself as a leader, I'm being led as well. Me teaching leadership to people in organizations, I'm being led as well. Every day, I listen or read something about leadership, self-development, business. I read some about, in those three things, I read some about those every day. And I think it'd be great for you to do the same.
That leads right into our next question. This is a multi-part question. Can you name a person who has had a tremendous impact on you as a leader? Second part, or next part, maybe someone who has been a mentor to you, and why and how did this person impact your life? And if you want to answer those specifically, I'll go back.
Okay, sure. And I think I want to talk about maybe one, two, maybe three, but at least two people. And I'm not going to call their names, but I may I call it first. The first one is Dr. Maurice K. Wright. And Dr. Wright has been a mentor to me spiritually and from a point of life for almost 30 years. And the reason is that I saw someone I could follow. I saw a leader that it was not about him. It was about serving the people. It was about making you better and also challenging me and allowing me to fall. He allowed me to fail and sit back so I could learn how to get out the hole. He just didn't bring me out of the hole. He said he allowed me not to die, but to learn how to pull myself up through maturity and leadership training, and gave me great advice when it came to business and some things I should do. And also the next person is CEO of a major company here, but a person that always is challenging me to be better, always is challenging me to grow. And you can do what you want to do, but you got to work at it. You got to put yourself in the right positions. You got to get at the table and do well when you get to the table and learn what's going on. So these people have been very instrumental in my life. You got to have somebody who believes in you.
Very good. I got one in from P. Williams asking, with all the resources out there, everything that's available, how do you know which ones to choose that can be effective for you? How do you choose effective information to pour into yourself? Wow,
P. Williams, that's a fantastic question, and that's a hard question. But let me say this: it's hard. You have to there's so much on the internet, right? There's so many books that you can go, even at Books A Million, and they all have different philosophies. And I'm not saying they are bad, but they different. So number one is, I think you got to come to the conclusion or the realization of how you want to be led. Do you like servant leadership more than you like, someone who's more of a dictator, some more of a manager that just do this and don't come around me, or whatever. And find someone or person that you can trust that's have led, that's a leader, and ask them who they subscribe to. Ask them who they listen to, because here's the deal. Here's the deal. Success leaves clues. Success leaves clues. So find somebody who's successful, because clues are there, and then just ask them. Say, what books do you read? Who's your favorite author? What leadership trainings? What business training do you subscribe to? And then you can go from there. But I wouldn't just go out there on the internet and just type in something and listen to at face value what that person has to say. I'm not saying it's wrong, but it may not fit where you're going and fit who you are, if I can say it that way.
That was good. How would you describe your leadership style?
Wow, my leadership style. I am a servant leader. And servant leaders, Kathy Truitt, Chick-fil-A servant leader, David Green, Hobby Lobby, servant leaders. Joe Newberry, there at Redstone Fair Credit Union, servant leader. I'm a leader that I want people not to follow me because I have a title. I want them to follow me because I have a vision, not for me, but a vision for the company and all of us achieving. My leadership style is I want to try to bring out the best in you. I want to hear what you have to say. I may not agree. We may not agree on everything, but okay, we'll know where we're going, and I'm gonna give you space to grow because people give me space to grow. I wanna know about how's your family. I want to know how can we help you because your personal life is not where it need to be, or you're going through some things. Your professional life will too. It's very hard for us just to compartmentalize things that nature. So I'm a servant leader. I want the best for people, and I want to see them grow and their business to grow. That's just who I am.
Okay, I have another one from M. Harris, and so his question is, how can you know when to cut bait or abandon ship? And I would assume that he's talking as a leader, and you're trying to move a team forward. How do you know when to move on?
When to move on? Well, I tell you here, when you have done all you can do, when you have had the seminars, had the meetings, when you have tried to improve and the situation, I mean, you really have done all you can do, and it's still not going where it needs to go. It's still not how you want it. Okay, you still taking on water. You're still taking on water, even though you're doing everything you can to get the water out of the ship. It's time to bail. And guess what? As a leader, we have to know that I've done all I can do. As a book, do all you can do, because all you can do is enough. But make sure you did all you can do. And guess what? We all have to do that. There are times, and there have been times in my leadership experience that it's like, it's time for me to go. I can't do anymore. Somebody else may be able to do it. Now, here's the deal. We have to be mature enough to say, somebody else can do it, but I can't. They don't make you less of a leader. It just means that you understand maturity and that you're going to be great at over here doing something else, okay? Very important.
Okay, so that moves right into the next question. How do you motivate a team?
Wow. How do you motivate a team? Now, some of you know that Jeff Bright, one of our sociologists and a business consultant for the Alliance, a friend of mine, he called me Captain Enthusiasm. I'm known as an empowerment guy, motivation guy. And it's funny because people ask me, how do you do it? Here's the deal. Find what people desire and help them get there. See, I think sometimes we try to motivate people into things they don't want to do. It don't work. I have goals. I have visions. Our company have visions. We have goals. We have dreams. We want something. We want things to happen. So because I want it, I'm motivated to go there. Motivation is not some magic. It is just your passion lining up with your purpose. Your passion connecting and being married to your purpose equals motivation. Passion plus purpose equals motivation. And so when you find those things, boom, you out to shoot. Because here's the deal, me and you got this morning. I got up, late doing things last night, but I got up not because I'm just, oh man, my goodness, my body just feel great. I've been, I think this is my 6th or 7th teaching this week. Okay, but here's the but I'm motivated because I have an end goal. I want to help you as you help me. We want to go forward. So this is what happens. And guess what? It can happen with you, but you got to look at it that way and go forward. Okay, these are great questions. I'm really enjoying them. I really am.
This is a good one right here. How do you measure your own performance at work? With you being the leader, who's measuring you?
Well, our board of directors, number one, but that's just business. Here's the deal. No one will ever be harder on me than me. I'm just telling you that. You got to have a personal vision board, personal goals, personal things that you want that if no one is around, you still gonna do it. See, it can't be just a job. See, I would never work another day in my life. I don't have a job. I may go to a job. I have a work. I have something I'm called to do. People have offered me jobs that pay more, that are offering more fringe benefits, and I turned it down. Why? Because I'm not gonna work anymore. Whatever I do in the future, it's gonna be because that's my passion. It's something I want to do. I never so that's the deal with me. Okay, that's how I go forward.
So, what are the most important decisions you make as a leader for your organization?
So the most important decision I make is the decision that we stay on the course, decision that we stay focused. You know, and I have to make some decisions sometimes that's not popular. And let me tell you this, we're not looking for what's popular, we're looking for what's right. And sometimes I have to make decisions that's right, but not popular. And guess what? Those are important. So the decision I make is for the company to stay a company. To our foundation keep going forward. That 10 years from now, no, we are still relevant. So it's not the immediate. I'm not acting. I'm responding on what's down the road, and it's very important because I look and I say, hey, we're affecting many people's lives. They're depending on us for their livelihood. So I just can't make some haphazard decision. It has to be thought-provoking. It has to be with bringing other people in my circle and consulting with mentors. Okay, how does this affect our why? Because see, here's the deal. Let me put this up right quick. You don't mind, Mr. Mike? Is that no matter what, don't ever forget your why. Okay? As Simon Sinek says, some people know what they do as a company. Some people know how they do it, but people don't know why they do it. And your why is important. So make sure you stay on your why.
All right, very good. Brett C. asked, do you remember your first true test of leadership?
Yes. Oh, do I? Yes, my first true test is when I was challenged in some situations at a job, and my leader came against me, and I had to respond and work on my emotional intelligence. The first time it was hard. It was tough. I don't know if I passed the test or not. I really don't. But what I'm telling you is that I had to really hone in on me. Here's the deal. When you're a leader, you got to assess who you are all the time. May not be daily, which I think I try to do daily, but it got to be frequently. As I say, you got to take a checkup from the neck up and a look around from the shoulder down. You got to assess who you are, okay, because when that challenge comes, it's going to challenge your core. And that challenged my core. I mean, it challenged because I thought that person was my friend. I thought they was in my space. I thought they had my back, and they didn't. And so I had to respond in a way that wouldn't hurt those who was following me. Thank you.
Very good. How do you encourage creative thinking within your organization?
How do I encourage creative thinking? Number one is I do not kill people, beat them up, tell them they're fired or whatever, or punish them on initial mistakes. There are some mistakes that we just can't tolerate because it just gets us in trouble with agencies that we support. But I allow them to fail. Michael Dell, who's the founder of Dell Computers, they said Michael Dell used to tell his leaders, fail, but fail fast. Go ahead and learn from it. Because innovation happens when pressure comes. And so I allow them to do that, okay? And I allow them to fail so they can be comfortable in going forward, comfortable in things they need to do.
All right, very good. Do you set aside specific times to cast vision to your employees and the other leaders in your organization?
We do. We our senior leadership, we have vision meetings and talk about our strategic plan, and even though we got it, where we going, what we're going to do. And then also we have monthly. Our company have monthly leadership and development seminars. We do this monthly, once a month, and I do them. And sometimes, and then sometimes I bring other leaders in from other companies and other people who do leadership training in order to improve and refine that. So we do it. We do it frequently. I think it's very important that that everybody know where we are going. We know the mission. We know the vision. We know the culture where we want to be, because we want to be a great company, as Jim Collins say, good in his book Good to Great. We want to be great. Good is fine, but we want to be great in everything we do.
Very good. How do you or other leaders in your organization communicate the core values?
Wow. One is our why. We believe our why is that we believe, everybody can have a beautiful life, and we provide that beautiful life by the service that we provide every day, enabling lives and dreams. That's who we are as far as ability. Plus, as Doc Rock leadership, we believe in that that we're gonna teach and train people to fulfill their destiny, and we do that because by putting that up. If you go into our company, every desk, every office has our why on it. When you walk into our building, our why stares you right in the face. Why? So people can know who we are. We communicate it. And guess what? Here's the problem with communication. You think you did it. Now, I tell people, that's the problem with communication. You think you did it. And when you think you did it, say, I didn't do it. Okay? Why? Because I'm telling you, most time we don't do it all the way. We think we do. So that's why I overemphasize. We over-communicate. And you say, well, it's too much. Well, we want everyone to get it so we can be marching in the same direction.
If you can give one piece of advice to a leader, a new leader, or any leader, what would it be?
If I give one piece of advice to a leader is, learn yourself. Learn who you are. Learn what you want in life. Because when you are a leader, and all of us can be leaders at some capacity, people are watching you. People are looking at you, your verbal and your nonverbal communication. So find out you. Find out, who you are. The power to define is the power to determine destiny. So you got to know who you are. Learn yourself. Learn who you are under pressure. Not when everything's going well. Under pressure. I'm learning things about me right now, but because pressure of COVID-19 and other things are going on. I'm learning more about me. Welcome that. Welcome the nasty part of stuff. Go ahead. It's all right. Go ahead. Let the storm come. If it's coming, let it come. Learn from it. Okay, I tell leaders, don't try to sweep it under the rug. Don't try to hide and run from it. Face it. Because when you face it, you will grow, you will learn, you will mature, and those who follow you will mature, and the company will mature and grow, and I guarantee you that revenue and business will grow as well. Let me say this, guys. I mean, we can take, and thank y'all for all the questions. We can take more, but I think we're gonna wrap it up. This is really good. Some of you asked great questions today. It's been great having this live YouTube leadership event the last 3 days. We're gonna do some other things like this. Go to our Doc Rock Leadership and check out. Hey, that's a book. You can also get Vision Excellent Company, our website. That's a book you can get called Attitude of Success. Talks about, tell my story about how I got to where I'm at, and you'll grow from it. I'm telling you, you really will. I'm excited today. I call today Fantastic Friday. Okay, but I'm excited. I'm excited today of where we going. Okay, the things we're gonna do. I know things are tough right now, but we're gonna lead through uncertainty. We're gonna grow from this. We're gonna gain from this, and it's gonna be fabulous. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, so I'm glad I'm in your living room, in your office today. Hey, check our channel out some more. Send it to somebody. Tell them, hey, you need to go check out that guy, Doc Rock. Hey, but I want your business to grow. I'm praying for you and those in your business and family who may be suffering. We have some restaurants and things of this nature. But hey, in other business, but we're gonna come together as a country. We're gonna come together as communities, and we're gonna grow, and we're gonna be the better. Okay. So it's awesome. So no bad days, some bad hours, some bad moments. Hey, we all may have them, but no bad days. All right. Hey, let's go forward. Here's the deal. It's Super Sunday. It's Marvelous Monday. It's Terrific Tuesday. It's Wonderful Wednesday. It's Triumphant Thursday. It's Fantastic Friday. And it's Successful Saturday. Hey, I'm Doc Rock. Join me at the top. See y'all later.